In the misty morning of central Java, surrounded by lush green hills and the distant silhouettes of volcanoes, stands a magnificent stone monument, silent, mysterious, yet full of wisdom. This is Borobudur, the Grand Temple of Enlightenment, and one of the greatest architectural wonders ever built on Earth. Located in Magelang, central Java, Indonesia, Borobudur is far more than just an ancient ruin. It is a giant stone scripture, a sacred journey carved into rock, telling the story of the human soul's path toward enlightenment. Sunrise over mountains, the origins and mysteries. Borobudur was built around the 8th to 9th century, during the golden era of the Sailendra Dynasty, a powerful Buddhist kingdom that once ruled the Indonesian archipelago. What makes it astonishing is that the entire monument was built without any cement or modern binding material. Over 2 million andesite stone blocks were carefully cut, carved, and fitted together using an interlocking system, forming a structure 34 meters high and covering an area of over 2,500 square meters. How ancient builders achieved such precision, without modern machines, blueprints, or tools, remains one of the great engineering mysteries of history. Japanese castle, the symbolism of the structure. Borobudur is not only a temple, it is a symbolic map of the universe, representing the stages of human spiritual growth in Buddhist philosophy. The temple is divided into 3 main levels, each reflecting a stage on the path to enlightenment. 1. Kamadhatu, the world of desire. This is the lowest level, depicting human life full of passion, temptation, and karma. Its reliefs illustrate the law of cause and effect, showing how actions shape destiny. 2. Rupadhatu, the world of forms. Here, humans have started to overcome worldly desire but are still bound by form and appearance. The walls are filled with hundreds of carvings showing the life of the Buddha, his teachings, and moral stories. 3. Arupadhatu, the formless world. The highest level, where physical forms disappear. It consists of circular terraces with bell-shaped stupas, each enclosing a serene statue of the Buddha, symbolizing the pure and infinite state of enlightenment. And at the very top stands one great central stupa, representing Nirvana, the ultimate peace where the self dissolves into unity with the universe. Borobudur contains 2,672 carved panels, making it the largest and most complete collection of Buddhist reliefs in the world. If you walk along its galleries in a clockwise direction from bottom to top, you'll cover more than 5 kilometers of narrative stonework. These carvings tell ancient tales, from the Jataka and Laladevastara stories about the Buddha's previous lives and his journey toward enlightenment, to everyday scenes of ancient Javanese life. We see markets, ships, palaces, farmers, musicians, even depictions of trading vessels that prove the Javanese people of the 8th century were skilled sailors and part of a thriving international civilization. But Borobudur did not always stand in glory. Around the 14th century, as Buddhism declined and Islam spread across Java, Borobudur was slowly abandoned. Eruptions from nearby volcanoes buried the temple under layers of ash, soil, and jungle growth. For centuries, it was forgotten, a silent giant sleeping beneath the earth. Local villagers called it the Mountain of 1,000 Statues, unaware that beneath it lay one of humanity's greatest creations. Then, in 1814, during the British rule of Java, Sir Thomas Stamford Raffles, the governor of the island, heard rumors of a mysterious hill covered with carvings. He sent an engineer named H.C. Cornelius to investigate. After weeks of cutting through thick vegetation and clearing tons of volcanic debris, Borobudur finally re-emerged, once again meeting the light of day. Since its rediscovery, Borobudur has undergone several restorations. The most significant one took place between 1975 and 1982, supported by the Indonesian government and UNESCO. Thousands of stones were dismantled, cleaned, and rebuilt with modern reinforcement to protect the monument from earthquakes, rain, and time. The project cost over $6 million, but it was worth every cent, because in 1991, Borobudur was officially declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Today, it stands not only as a symbol of Indonesia's past glory but also as a global center for spiritual reflection and cultural pride. Every year, thousands of Buddhist pilgrims from across the world gather here to celebrate Vesak Day, the birth, enlightenment, and passing of the Buddha. The ceremony begins at the nearby Mendit Temple and ends at Borobudur, with the release of glowing lanterns into the night sky, a breathtaking symbol of peace and wisdom. For travelers, Borobudur offers something beyond sightseeing. At sunrise, as the first golden rays of light touch the ancient stones and mist drifts among the stupas, time itself seems to pause. You can feel a quiet energy, a connection between nature, history, and the human soul. Borobudur is more than stone and architecture. It is a message carved in eternity, teaching us that life is a journey of learning, compassion, and spiritual awakening. Each step you climb represents a struggle. Each carving reminds us of karma and wisdom. And every stupa whispers the same timeless truth. All things that begin will end, but peace within is eternal. Over 1,000 years have passed. Empires rose and fell. But Borobudur remains, silent, unshaken, and full of grace. A reminder of humanity's limitless creativity and the eternal search for enlightenment. So, when you stand at the top of Borobudur and gaze toward the horizon, with Mount Merapi watching in the distance and the morning wind brushing your face, you may feel what the ancient builders once felt, awe, serenity, and unity with the universe. Because Borobudur is not just a temple. It is a bridge between earth and sky, between past and present, between humanity and the divine. A masterpiece of stone. And a whisper from the past that reminds us. True enlightenment begins within.